What's up, y'all? It's been a minute, and I don't really have much to say coming back, but it is good to be back. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for tuning in today. So much has happened in between, but it's not like I got too personal with y'all anyway. Like, y'all don't really know what was going on before, so it's like, but I definitely have been going through life changes. And I also am a mother now. I have a daughter. That has been a huge blessing in my life. Extremely grateful for her. But it is a roller coaster, don't get me wrong, but just like any other roller coaster, there's always a reason for it, right? Y'all, not me saying there's a reason for a roller coaster. So let's get into the messages, y'all. Make sure you take what resonates and leave the rest. This is the general collective reading. I'm just gonna speak on whatever comes up. I can just feel like an overload of messages trying to come in right now, and I can't take all of them because this is my first time doing a collective reading since like over a year ago. Well, probably exactly a year ago, and I'm a little nervous. I ain't gonna lie, I'm a little nervous, but okay, we're gonna see what come out. Okay, so I'm definitely getting a celebration coming in. Okay, I'm seeing like celebration vibes because we have the Three of Cups, and so this definitely speaks on like a gathering or people that's joining you to celebrate something. Yeah, so like there's something to be proud of, but the energy that I'm getting right now is something that you're like sleeping on right now. Like you're sleeping on yourself, or you're sleeping on a situation right now that's actually like beneficial to you. But soon enough, you're going to actually be celebrating something that comes from this. Okay, it's like a reward. Okay, I feel like the reason you sleeping on this is because you've been putting in work for a long time. Like this is something that it's just in your head. It's like it's kind of old now. Like you've been doing this forever. It's just who you are. It's a part of you. And for some of you, that sleep energy is actually like the complete opposite, because you're extremely aware, so aware to the point where you're not having to pay so much attention. You're just doing, you know what I'm saying, and allowing things to flow. But I feel like you've hit a point where you're almost like, is this even serving me anymore? Okay, that's what I'm getting. Like you're second guessing, is this the right thing? Okay, the 10, I said the 10 of Pentacles. I was about to say the 10 of Pentacles, but this is the Wheel of Fortune, and it is the number 10, okay? So that represents a completion. So me accidentally calling the Wheel of Fortune the 10 of Pentacles, that is very symbolic to an end of the bullshit, okay? The bullshit is ending because we had the 10 of Swords as well. So this is like I'm done with everything that does not serve me, and with the 10 of Pentacles coming right in, okay? Pentacles is money, it's wealth, it's abundance, it's actually something tangible that you can hold, okay? So things that you need, tangible items, I feel like that's what's coming in, okay? So everything that you've been dreaming of, hoping for, and things have been taking a long time, there's something here that has probably been in the way. That's what I'm getting. Something has been in the way, but now something recently has happened to where you've awakened to what needs to be done in order to clear the energy so that you can receive what this is, okay? But I am getting generational wealth. This is not just for you. This is your legacy, okay? This is your foundation. This is everything, okay? And then we have the 10 of Swords under there, okay? So it's definitely something here that is completing. You're completing a cycle because we have the wheel, and so I feel like you've awakened to something, because the Four of Swords, the woman here, she's asleep. And with her being asleep, I just feel like with it being the swords, it's something to do with your thoughts, your creativity, your imagination, or something that you know to be true as well, okay? It's how you express yourself. And there's something here that you're like, look, I'm done expressing myself like this because it's not working out, okay? Or recently that's the way you've been thinking about it. But you're gonna get a sign to keep going, because you know everything has phases. So you just like the moon, sometimes it looks like it's empty, but really it's actually full. It just looks that way to us. So like the way things look right now, it's more going on behind the scenes is what I'm getting. Yeah, because the moon on this card right here, it's the full moon now, but right now you might feel like a new moon energy, or like, yeah, it's something here that just feels kind of empty, like you don't know what's gonna happen next. And it's about you putting your energy into it, like creating this reality for yourself instead of allowing things to just happen. Put your intention into it, okay? So also what I was getting with the Wheel of Fortune, you can see that it's pointing to a house here. So I am getting that you guys are moving. I am getting that you're moving homes, okay? Because the Wheel of Fortune is like a wheel, right? It's moving. This is movement. I feel like you've been in a pause, like a stagnant, you've been in a stagnant energy for a while here. That's what it seems like, but really things have actually been moving, like I said, behind the scenes. So yeah, everything seems stagnant right now, but behind the scenes, things are actually moving very quickly, okay? Very quickly. With the Ten of Swords, you're about to find out a truth that's going to kill all of this overthinking, okay? Like all this overthinking that you're doing is going to help you to release all of that, okay? There is a celebration happening. So this is like the beginning of something here. Like right now, you're in a phase, it feels dry, but when something starts again, you're actually going to be celebrating something. Like something's just going to happen, like a miracle, right? That's what I'm getting. The Nine of Cups is here. So I feel like whatever happened, because it's happening so quickly, you're going to feel like you need to brace, like you're going to feel like you need to go breathe, like, and take everything in, because everything's happening so fast. At first, everything was stagnant. Nothing was going on, and you thought maybe you should give up. But then it just literally, like, everything just started working out for you, and you thought you had to let it go at first. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting this vibe where, like, let me go and take this shit in. Like, I need to go sit by myself and really, you know, reflect on what just happened. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy I'm getting. And you're actually going to be very, very proud of yourself and just happy with the results, okay? That's what I'm getting. Emotional fulfillment. And I'm getting that this is like something that you've been working on independently, okay? So even if this is something like you want a family, or you want to be married one day, or you want a business with employees, it might have other people involved, but this is something that you had to work on because this is your vision, you know what I mean? So like, to do your part, you really had to do a lot, you know what I'm saying? We had a Queen of Cups right here, right? And she came in reverse. And so I'm getting that, like, there was this overly emotional energy that I was getting. I'm picking up on, like, and it's crazy because these cards are side by side, and it looks like this is the same water, almost, just about. It's like they're almost like this is a little girl and this is the mom or something, right? And I'm getting that with these two cards reflecting each other, and one being a child and the other being adult, I'm getting that the water is representing the emotions that you share between your adult and your childhood life. So like I said, you could have traumas that you're still working through and trying to heal, and as an adult right now, it's running over into your adult life and affecting your relationships or even your career, right? And this could be something that you're not seeing. You're healing your inner child, whether you're a man or a woman. There's something here that you are working on birthing. This woman here is pregnant. So like I said, there's a new beginning. There's something that you've been working on and you feel like it wasn't working out. Now it is, but you might not see that until like a little bit after this reading. Or it might actually just started working out for you and you're like, what the fuck? So like, that's probably why you're watching the reading, because you're like, I don't know if I should trust this or not. And you're being guided to trust this, okay? Because like I said, you were beginning to give up because of how long things were taking. And those are like a shallow reason to give up, you know what I mean? Because that's just some human shit. Like we can only see so much, but the universe sees what we can't see, okay? And I'm getting that behind the scenes, things are actually working out for you. everything that you've been like really praying for, you've been thinking that, damn, like I might as well give up. I'm telling you, like right now you might be thinking this is about a relationship, a breakup that just happened or something, but it's that plus a home, plus a car, plus clothes, plus like everything that you've been feeling like you're lacking is actually going to start, like you're going to get drowned in this shit, to where you're going to be like, damn, it's almost going to feel like an illusion, like something was fake, like was I tripping before, or you know, like that's why you need to take a pause. Okay, so I am getting though that you could have been overly emotional and it was starting to build up, and instead of expressing it in the way that you know you were being guided to, it just became overwhelming, sorry. But that energy is clearing out though. Okay, you're clearing that energy out, and I'm getting it's because somebody here is like, something here is reassuring with the Knight of Cups. Somebody saw what you were going through, you were able to express yourself, and they were able to validate that. They were able to, and it may not have been a person, it could just be, like I said, the sign that you're seeing. You're able to see like, damn, things actually are working out for me. I don't know why I was tripping so hard, but even though you was tripping, you still learned something in between. Like while you were tripping, you learned a lot of lessons. Okay, that was not for no reason. Nothing happens just by coincidence. I would like to also take the time out to validate why you were tripping though. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not for no reason. You did have a reason. And whatever it was, it woke somebody else up. And what it did for you was allow you to release something that you've been holding on to for a long time. Okay, so I'm not saying that you were like tripping, but like I feel like there was some type of overreaction there, and that's actually what helped things to improve faster, if that makes sense. It's a mistake. Okay, so, and I'm sure you know that as well. That's why you're like, damn, I need to sit down. And it's crazy, we got the 2, 4, 6, the 9 of Pentacles. I was about to say that, but I want to make sure. The 9 of Pentacles. So it's something here that you're going to be wealthy, successful. This is tangible success, not just like, oh, I feel like I accomplished something. No, you're going to actually be able to touch things that you weren't able to have before. The things that you've really been working on for real in this life. Okay? Yeah. Because like the 9 of Cups is here, but then the other side of that is like, yeah, you're emotionally fulfilled, but you want to also have something to show for that, right? You don't want to just feel happy for no reason. Like, I mean, it ain't for no reason, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a complete picture. It's not just a smile on your face. You have a smile and the money. You have the family. You have, you know, the cars, the clothes, whatever the fuck you want. I don't know. I'm getting a lot of y'all love to eat. Okay, I love to eat also. Y'all love to eat. Y'all love to travel. Y'all are gonna have the finances to do this shit. Like to be able to eat new foods, try new things. Like just to live your life. Actually live instead of being in survival mode is what I'm getting. Like you've been in survival mode for a while. Especially when it has something to do with this home situation. Like to say that you're finally getting a home. You almost gave up on having a home. This is like you were at your lowest, okay? You feel like you were at your lowest. And you were to an extent, because like there were times you feel like you didn't have nobody, you couldn't depend on nobody, and even if you were physically dependent on with somebody, but it's like, can you trust the people that you live with? Okay, are they really there for you, or are they trying to control and manipulate your situation to fit them? You know what I mean? Because some people, they get benefits off of you just, you know, struggling. So take that how it resonates. But I am getting that everything is about to start working out in your favor. It already has been, but you're actually going to start seeing it. Okay, it's time, y'all. It's time. Like, pay attention for real, because it's really about whether you're ready or not. Like, because it's a decision. It's a decision to say, okay, this really is for me. Like, I see it now. Because if it's in front of you and you're like, no, I don't know if that's for me, can't nobody make you get it. You know what I'm saying? But it's really just about you choosing to say, I believe that it's for me, okay? Because if you just, like, nobody can prove that shit to you. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Like, Okay, I keep shuffling these cards. Let me. Yeah. So right now you're like juggling something. You're like, I don't know whether to make this decision or that decision. Which way should I approach this? Like, you don't know how to approach something, but you know what you want out of it, okay? And you're being guided to just make a fucking decision, okay? Because when you're procrastinating on this, you're just delaying the whole thing. It's just that's what's stopping the energy from flowing, okay? Because you're overthinking it, and that is coming from fear of rejection, fear of failure, okay? It's okay. Like, if you fail, just keep going. The quicker you fail, the quicker you'll reach success, because you know what you are doing wrong, okay? And you can correct it. And that goes for anything. It doesn't matter if you're like, I don't know why I'm being guided to bring up this situation, but like somebody who is narcissistic or abusive or just have a dark energy or whatever, that person can learn too. You know what I'm saying? And it's just about them making that decision to say, like, there's more out there for me. A lot of people, we always like to look at stuff like it can't be fixed. But it's because just because you can't fix something don't mean it can't be fixed. Okay? Because everybody has their own purpose, and everybody has they specialize in their own things, basically. So like, everybody naturally has their own gift, their own purpose that they specialize in. They don't have to go to school for it, type shit, right? And I'm getting that you're gifted naturally at something. And it doesn't matter how stubborn you are, how, I don't know. A lot of the time, we already be experiencing our blessings, but we be so caught up in our heads and in the memories that we don't like, the feelings that we don't like. We be so focused on the stuff that's not going right that we miss what's going good. And it be the shit that we prayed for. Okay? So that's what I'm getting. Stop overthinking stuff. Stop procrastinating on the details. Don't get caught up in the details. Look at the bigger picture, okay? And I'm getting that there's a lot to celebrate. Regardless of what you're going through right now, there's a lot to be grateful for. There's miracles happening around you every single day. No matter what you're going through, there's always something to be grateful for, because once you give up on that little bit of gratitude, then you're really closing off to that possibility of change, you know? So just keep looking for even the smallest lights, okay? And yeah, but I am getting that y'all are getting caught up in the details, and that's making you feel like you have nothing to celebrate because you're overwhelmed and you're tiring yourself out and nothing is happening. But really it's because you're trying too hard to control everything, and it's out of fear. That's what I was saying. It's out of fear. You fear something just going the opposite way of what you're trying to do. And I'm getting to let that go, because what you focus on is what will come to you, okay? So change your focus, switch your focus. So we have the Seven of Pentacles here, right? And as I was saying, right now you might be looking at your situation like, what is this? Like, you know, you might be feeling like you need to give up because nothing is progressing, right? But on the other side of this, you're being guided to really meditate, clear your energy, and to focus, okay? Because when you focus on the negative, you can't feel good. You're just not gonna feel good. It's one or the other. And like I said, it's all gonna be working out in your favor regardless. So what's the point in stressing? Just like be mindful and do what you gotta do, you know? The Queen of Cups here with the Queen of Swords. Look, everything is balanced here. Cups and swords, okay? This is somebody who's very self-assured, knows what the fuck they're talking about, and not finna have you manipulate me. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy I'm getting. Like, you're not finna play with me. Nobody's finna play with you. Stop letting people play with you. You know what's real and what's not, okay? And at some point as well, if you don't know what's real and what's not, accept that and just be like, you have to slow down sometimes. You can't be rushing your decisions because you don't know what's going on. So stop rushing. Be mindful and think about what you're doing, and think about whether you're being guided to take that action or whether you're overthinking and you're being overly emotional and impulsive, okay? Because you can't, there's a balance, right? You don't want to be too in your head where you feel like you know what's right and you know what's wrong and you just can't nobody tell you nothing. But at the same time, you need to have that energy. You don't want to be without it because somebody else can manipulate you really easy. And it's something here. I'm talking to different collectives, like not different collectives, but yeah, people are going through different things. Whoever's listening to this, because I'm picking up on abusive situations here, and I'm picking up on somebody who's really been working on something for a long, like success. Like they just need to be, they're wanting to be successful, and I'm getting to stop chasing success because I'm like today there was something that came to me like when I was writing down my affirmations today. I was like, success just doesn't sound right no more. The word is just oversaturated, and our minds, like, what is success? What really is that? That's an illusion. So when we chase it, it's like the more you chase it, you'll never be successful because the energy of that is to be like complete, right? Something is complete. You're done. You're happy with it, right? So the more that you're like chasing that, you're never gonna feel successful. It's not about how everything looks, it's about how it feels too. So if you can balance that out, then that's what real success really is. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be feeling good, but then you're unhealthy as fuck, like pretty much like somebody on drugs or whatever. And then you don't want to be doing good but feeling horrible, like somebody workaholic but is never able to enjoy their life, right? You want to enjoy the work that you're doing, and then when the results come, you enjoy that. Like even if the results don't come, like you enjoy what you're doing so much that whatever comes is just extra. And I know that sounds cliche in the spiritual community because don't nobody want to be doing work for no reason, but it really takes a lot to, like, it takes a lot of practice to get the hang of what I'm saying, because we're programmed to feel like we have to do something and then do something and get. But really, while you're doing it, you're getting it. Like, you shouldn't be doing nothing that you don't like, period. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the more that you really meditate on that word, you understand what I'm saying. And it does take practice. Like, I'm just now really, I still have more to learn, but I can say I'm getting the hang of this shit a little more. Like, way more than I was when I actually first started talking about it. And yeah, so the Knight of Cups is here. And then we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. So I'm getting that you might be perceiving somebody. I'm gonna clarify this energy here. Like, while you finally forget about something and you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna just let go, something comes in for you. An opportunity will come in for you. Because you've been putting in all of this work. You've been overthinking, oversharing your emotions, doing something too much. If this is a relationship, you've been talking too much, trying to get this person to understand you, trying to get this person to see your perspective so that they can do what you want them to do, or so y'all can get back on the same track or whatever. But I'm getting that this person was really like, you felt like you were being ignored. Okay, and you really were praying because you didn't know how to get, like, this is a very codependent situation, so you were like, I don't know what to do about this, about like how I'm gonna take care of myself, but I am getting that it's all about health. Like, you were more concerned about the health of something, your health, the health of somebody else, and you want things to be right. The health of your home, the health of your family. Something here was just like getting toxic, and I'm getting that I'm picking up on another storyline, like this relationship storyline where you maybe were covering this up, your emotions, you were covering them up by drinking or trying to party and turn up, or like, you know, just hype yourself up because you didn't want to feel this emotion of, like, because things felt kind of dead, you know. I'm getting that some of you, this was a form of self-sabotage, because like I said, there was an overly emotional energy here. This has a lot to do with your traumas. And I'm not going to say overly emotional, because to you, this is your emotions. You have to have you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to process these emotions. You're a human being and you have to heal. But I'm getting that this was a lot. And you know it. I'm like, whoever I'm speaking to, you know what I'm talking about. It was a lot going on in your mind and your energy. You were back and forth. You were confused. And it was just something you were going through internally. And I feel like it affected your relationship to where you felt like you needed more attention. You needed more love during this time. You wanted this person to be there for you. But I'm getting that this person was somehow, they were just closed off, and I'm not sure why, but you know how like when you chase something, it runs the other way. I'm kind of getting that type of energy, but I'm also getting that, what was this person up to? Because we had a 5 of Swords under here too. Let me see. What is this? This person was also going through their own thing. And also with the 5 of Swords in reverse, I was getting that this person was avoiding conflict with you. They felt the tension in the air, and while they were also going through their own thing, it just was a lot for them to deal with. This person was grieving over something. The 3 of Cups right here. Like, I feel like they had just suffered a loss. Like, just like the 3 of Cups here, there's something to celebrate. Whatever they had that they were celebrating and they really was enjoying it, something ended for them. And I feel like you were unaware of this because you have your own things going on as well. And y'all could be in a relationship, but like, y'all just have your own individual lives. Like, you know, everybody is individual. You have your own traumas and stuff that you're healing and stuff. And the communication, I don't know, did a retrograde just, look. Something was in the air for sure. And it was nothing intentional. Like, this person didn't mean to hurt your feelings or anything like that. They was not meaning to ignore you, but they were going through their own thing. And there's only so much energy that people have to be able to give to other people. But I am getting that once you were able to lift yourself up enough, just enough for them to be able to help you, because they can't carry all the weight, but they can help you, you know what I'm saying? And so there was something that you overcame, and that's when this person either is going to happen in the future or it's already happened. This person will come and give you the validation you've been needing. I feel like you almost didn't even know you needed this. You just kind of were expecting things to be working out, and like, you're being guided to take a leap of faith right now, okay? If I'm talking to you, you're being guided to really just take a leap of faith. You might not know, like, all these decisions and stuff. Don't worry about which decision to make. Don't overthink that shit. I am getting that you are having a hard time just letting go of all the thoughts that you were having before, like the fears and stuff. Now that this person is everything is all good now. It doesn't even have to be a person. I'm going to go back to the general reading. This could be anything that you were having a hard time with and you were ready to give up on, and now that you kind of giving up and you've allowed the universe to flow for you, that's when it's starting to actually work out. And then you're like, well, damn, so do I start doing all the shit that I was doing before? Do I pick my job back up and like all the working that you was doing before? I'm getting that you were already overdoing shit to begin with, okay? Something is balancing out. This whole situation was to balance out everything to begin with, okay? Like, you felt alone so that you can actually be more independent, okay? That's what I'm getting. And it's all about healing at the end of the day. It's all about the bigger picture, not all the little details about, you know, just don't get caught up in the details right now. That's just what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting. So any advice, Spirit? Any advice? The Page of Swords, the Six of Cups in reverse. Both of these came in reverse, and I'm getting that don't get too caught up in the past. Don't get caught up in the past. I'm getting that like a lot has changed from the past till now. No matter how similar things might look, you have grown, this person has grown, things have changed, okay, is what I'm getting for sure. The Ten of Swords came in reverse, the Page of Wands came in reverse. I'm getting that this is not a time to make impulsive decisions based off of the past, is what I'm getting. So like, you might be ready to give up and like do something crazy because you just remember how bad you felt in the past. Like it's trauma. It's a lot of trauma that you just need to release, but you're holding on to it. For some reason you're holding on to it because you feel like something was done to you, but really it was really like a lesson, you know. It was something to help teach you. Just like now, right now you may be perceiving this energy like you're being manipulated because now things are working out, but at first it wasn't. So what, it must be something in the air, but really it's because this is just nature. This is how things work. Nothing is perfect. Nothing ever flows perfectly forever. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be some twists and turns, and it's a roller coaster. Every journey has its ups and downs. And I'm getting that you had a moment where things were just down, and you know, you didn't have enough energy. The person that you were involved with didn't have that much energy, and that's just how things work sometimes. But during those times, those dry seasons, you just have to be patient. You have to pray. You have to just, you know, find ways to cope and get back into alignment, because when something isn't working over here, that means you're really supposed to be doing something over here. Okay, so that's what's going on here. So no impulsive decisions trying to sabotage or like trying to prove your point, okay? Because that's getting caught up in all the little small details. I know that your story really does matter. Your point of view does matter. Your perspective matters. But sometimes you can be so caught up in the detail of that person needs to understand it versus you just needing an outlet. You need to vent to somebody, okay? You don't always have to go in. You don't have to be right all the time, and sometimes you're not right. Let's just be real. Sometimes you're just not right. Yeah. The Six of Wands right here. So it's like that winning, like some of y'all put yourselves on this pedestal, like you just really feel like, yes, God is within everybody and God is everywhere, and we manifest our own, like we create our own realities now and stuff like that. But I feel like with this knowledge that you have, some of y'all just don't use it the right way. Like y'all abuse it a little bit. And this could also be somebody that you're dealing with, so take it how it resonates. Because I did mention that before, you know what you know. Don't let nobody play with you. So this is a collective reading, and everything is not going to resonate with everybody. Take it how it resonates. But I am getting that somebody could have been taking advantage of a situation. Somebody was in a vulnerable position where they know they needed help, and this person just took advantage of that person. Or you could have been taken advantage of by this individual who is holding something over your head. Okay? And this literally could be that childhood trauma. It could have been a parent where you had to depend on that parent, you know. This is the only person you got. Like, you have to depend on them for everything. And they took advantage of that. They misused you. They, you know, in some kind of way. It's different for everybody. With the girl being asleep on that card with the Four of Swords, I'm getting that whoever this parent was, they really were unaware of what they were doing. I'm getting like on the physical realm, they knew what they were doing, but a lot of the time when people do things, it's because they feel like they have the knowledge behind what they're doing. Like, they're doing it for a certain reason, right? So I feel like their intention wasn't as bad as it came off to be. Like, you may have felt like they want to hurt me, they want to fucking kill me, whatever it was. And I really do apologize for your experiences. Like I really do wish healing upon you. I'm also getting that there's different sides to the story. For some of you, that could have been the truth, right? But for others of you, some people really are just stupid. Like, just let's just be real, you know. In this life, if you just are blessed enough to see, a lot of people just they only know what they have been through, or like what life have taught them, right? And we're lucky enough to have been through certain things. Even though it has hurt us, we have grown through it. Some people have been through things and they still have not grown through it. They run away from that pain, and they just allow things to they get stuck in that energy of being a child or immature, because that whatever is there that hurts you is always meant to build you. It's always meant to make you a better person, to help you grow. And a lot of people, they avoid that growth because it's painful. But us that hurts really bad, like we feel shit really deeply, we're blessed to be able to do that. Because a lot of people, that's courage. That's something strong. That's a real, that's a strength that people actually, they take advantage of that shit. They think it's a weakness because it looks weak to cry or whatever. But I mean, that's a very strong thing to do. But yeah, I'm getting that whoever that was, like a lot of people, they're just like baby souls. It's like a baby that doesn't have control over their self because they feel so many emotions. They're in a new world. They don't know what the fuck to do. And they haven't stopped to really think and understand themselves and the world around them, so they misuse it and abuse it. And I'm not saying that gives them a reason to do what they're doing, and it doesn't mean you have to forgive them or like keep them in your life at all. But it's just for you to understand and to grow from, because sometimes if we don't get that knowledge, it's like a missing piece, and we don't understand why certain things happen to us. And it's not always meant for us to understand, things happen because it's for different reasons, of course, but for the bigger picture is for us to grow. And like I said, some people avoid that growth, and hurt people. But yes, this next message is for those of you who may have this knowledge and you know how to better yourself with it, but you look down on people who are unaware, okay? And it's like kind of look down on other people who are not aware as you. But I'm getting that these people also have their purpose as well. Just because they may not be aware of their purpose, they're still in alignment. They're still doing what they're supposed to be doing, okay? And it's a lot to that. I mean, that goes with evolving to understand what I'm saying. But you cannot look down on other people because they are in a certain phase in their life where they may not be aware of something, or they may not get the hang of something as quick, because really it's just the season that they're in. A lot of the time they're focused on something else. And also that could be a whole illusion. That person might actually be way more evolved than you, but they're just in a phase in their life where they have to, work on something. Everything's not always the way it looks. Yeah, it's a lot, y'all. But somebody else's path is none of our fucking business, period. Worry about yourself. If you love somebody, love them as a human, but don't be trying to control them. It's about love, genuine love. If you want to, because we're all on a journey. We all have a destination that we're trying to reach. And whether y'all want to, like, I just picture like your friends, they're on the ride with you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are on like a bus or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know where we go in the afterlife or whatever. I do believe in reincarnation, but I'm also very open-minded. So like, I'm a human being. I don't know everything, okay? So I say that to say everybody's sort of on the same journey, And if you want to look at it, like let's say we're all Christians or whatever, everybody wants to go to heaven. Everybody wants to go to a place where they are at peace and comfortable and feel secure and safe or whatever, right? That might not be the same place for everybody, but look, I'm going off on a tangent. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about right now. Basically, what I'm saying is, you either you either in for the ride or you ain't. Okay, it ain't none of that extra trying to change stuff. Just let it go. Just let it go. And sometimes when you let go, it doesn't mean you're letting go forever. It just means, damn, I can't do this shit right now. Let me let go. Nothing is that serious. So I am getting, because we had a 4 of Pentacles right here, and then we had the 3 of Swords. So I'm getting like, you may be holding on to heartbreak, holding on to pain, holding on to words that hurt your feelings, things like that. This is a lot, okay, to unpack. And if you guys would like a personal reading, the information, I'll go ahead and put that shit in the description box. I do personal readings on Instagram. Yeah, I do them on Instagram. So I will put my Instagram in the description box, and yeah, just contact me and boom, gotcha. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Let me know if it resonates, comment, all that stuff. Subscribe if you like to see more of my videos. I don't even know what to say, but y'all know what to do. Okay, bye. It's good to get back on here for the one time and do y'all a little reading. Hopefully I have more time in the near future to do more of these, but I'll just come on here when I can. Okay, if you would like to donate, my Cash App will be in the description box. I have all my other little links in there as well. And thank y'all. Bye.